What's up, guys? So today it's gonna be kind of a new wash day at the new apartment. So I have a whole garage, have a wash area. I got all my wash stuff over there. So I'm really just gonna take you through a normal wash procedure, or at least the most ideal wash procedure given this environment. I don't have a pressure washer, but I do have a Gilmore foam cannon that attaches to a hose, which I'll show you in a minute. So this is just gonna be sort of a what do I do, and really just perfecting the process here, because this is only going to be the second time I've washed it here. So I'll just show you my process. I went on a little drive, met some people in Cincinnati, so the car is dirty, especially the front. So I'll just do a little inspection here, and I'll get going. So let me grab the camera. All right, so first step I always do is do an inspection. Definitely front has a ton of bugs on it. I mean, that's obvious. Really, the first step is going to be to use as much water and foam as possible to help loosen the bugs. There's some here. Come on, focus. Yeah, there's some there. I mean, it's kind of everywhere. So the wheels, I was on some back roads. Come on, camera. So actually they don't look that bad. I mean, I was expecting a lot more here, but I'm really just inspecting the car. Back, something up here. Exhaust and down here is real dirty. Hopefully that's focusing, but so just inspect your car. There we go. I can see how dirty that is. That's just from the exhaust. So I think this camera's working good, so I'm gonna get to it, soap it up, foam it up, start the wheels. So let's rinse her down. It's nice and cool actually right now. It's 7:30, going on 8 probably, so I don't have a ton of sunlight. I don't want any sunlight, but I need daylight. Just hose it down. A lot of the stuff actually comes off, all the loose stuff. Hopefully some of the bugs come off real quick. That'd be nice. After I spray down the wheel, first up, just get some rubber cleaner here. Just let it sit. You can use some all-purpose cleaner. That's pretty good too, but the rubber really works good on the tire. And this is just regular wheel cleaner, so it's actually two different products. Spray it in there. So the rubber starts working first, wheel cleaner second. That's just how I do it. Grios wheel cleaner, nothing too crazy. And the first brush I get is just the wheel brush. And since the wheels, I use the rubber cleaner every time. The rubber I should say, there's not much that comes off, so all I have to do, spray off the brush. Go ahead again, back and forth. Be careful because this brush is a little bit big. Okay, and then take this big guy and just get it in there, top to bottom. And the bristles press in, so that's helpful, but they fling the water back, so I don't like that. And I always do the wheels first. They're usually the dirtiest part. It's nice to get them done because they're the dirtiest part. And also because I hate doing my wheels. I will be coating them, but that doesn't necessarily fix the problem of cleaning them. They just might get less dirty. Okay. So I'll just show you the one wheel. The last step, well, not the last step actually, I should say. This is just boar's hair 1 1/4 detailing brush. This was like 13 bucks on sale. Normally maybe 15. Definitely pick up one of these because it's perfect for exactly what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see that. Lug nuts around the spokes really quick, and it's not gonna, this is I believe is a good material. It won't scratch the rims. I haven't scratched them yet, so I beat around the bush and got like 3 or 4 wheel brushes that I didn't really like. And then I kept buying them, and I was tired of buying them, so I just pulled the plug, got this one on sale, and it's definitely worth extra money. You know, you can get the brake caliper real good, get, you know, the disc or whatever you want to get in there. You can pretty much reach. And I got the thicker one. I think there's a 1-inch, maybe they're smaller, and I think there is bigger, but this thing is really good. One of my favorite detailing wheel brushes for sure. And it's like, I'm some crazy detailing wheel person, but I only do it because I like clean wheels. And I like the easiest way to do it. And right now, I feel like I don't have the easiest way because I'm using like 4 different brushes, but we'll see. And this is just the one with the bend in it. Pretty simple concept. Just gets behind everything. Makes it a little easier, like I said. So let's finish up here. Don't need to bore you. Last thing, actually, I didn't mention is I take this brush and get the inside of the fender. I realize it could potentially scratch the paint that's right there, but I don't know. I haven't really had a problem. And in the rears, rears are the only part that I'd be worried about that. But that's it. I'll show you. You can't already see. And they do have that rust a little bit when they get wet, you know. But looks pretty clean. Time for the foam cannon. I'm going to use setting B. There's different settings on this thing. Setting B doesn't have that much foam, but I just want to get it. Ooh, it's sheeting pretty nice. Hello. How are you? What's up?
Beautiful night.
Yes, perfect night for washing cars, right?
Well,
For me it is. For most people, they're like, ah, you're crazy. Just met a neighbor, guys. So I changed this to setting C. I was getting a little overzealous over here. I should actually have started with the front here. I am foaming tires. Ugh. Sprayed myself in the face. It's funny, the foam is nice because it's kind of fun, but really it's just dragging the dirt down to the ground off the car. So when I'm wiping it and touching it and pressing on it, hopefully not too hard, it's not dirt in between. So, and what's inside this foam cannon is maybe 2 ounces or so of Adams shampoo, and the rest is water. And as a tip, I would definitely put the water in first, because last time I put the shampoo in first and then sprayed the water, and it foamed up like crazy and it was hard to fill. So there's a tip. It's funny, guys. Washing the car is always a struggle. Why does this spray me in the face? And what I'm trying to say, it's a struggle because most people don't get it, and most people, I feel like, would tell on me, be like, oh, he's using water, oh, he's making the driveway have puddles. I don't know. I haven't met anyone really like that, but I don't know. I just know it's really odd, so I'm very hesitant about it. I'm self-conscious, what can I say? But I'm still doing it, so that's good, right? Sorry I'm rambling, I'll probably cut this out. You get the idea. So we're foaming. Turn it up. This is D. I don't know if you can tell. I'm literally spraying myself in the face over here. What keeps spraying me is this connector right here. this thing, which allows me to take off different sprayers. I'll show you in a second, but I can turn off the water from right here instead of walking all the way over there. It's awesome. It's a great idea, especially because this hose is 100 feet and I have the whole thing reeled out. So this is going to be a longer video, but I hope you can see that I'm spending a ton of time just getting it wet, soapy. Open this thing up, might as well. So all you have to do is flip this switch. Which way do I flip it? This way. I believe you have to, hopefully you can see that. Flip it down, pop it off. And the hose is still on, it just has this thing blocking it. And then all you have to do is whatever connectors you have, say you have 2 or 3 of them, all you have to do is buy the male fitting for this side, and all you have to do is, and it just pops right in. There we go. Good to go. Hopefully that's a good angle. So might as well switch it up, right? So I've got a wash bucket and a rinse bucket, top to bottom, gliding it across. Probably speed up this footage because you get the idea already. But you want to start from dirtiest to cleanest. And then I'll use it the other side. I can show you. I mean, there's a little bit of dirt. This side isn't as dirty. This side is because it was lower. There's your proof, people. Proof is in the pudding. So, time for the other side. All right, guys. So we're at the front here. There's bugs. Hopefully you can see. You can definitely see the bigger pieces here. A lot of them actually came off. I don't know if I had it zoomed in enough, but really all I did is washed it, foamed, and then rinsed, and then I just kept putting tons of foam here. So even if I touch it, it actually comes right off. So that's really, really good. I actually rinsed off the rest of the car already, but the last thing to do is the front. I just wanted to say this to show you guys, really all I do is, this is the clean water. So all I'm gonna do is just start from the top. And I do want the foam to get back on there. A lot of it ran off already. And I'll just go like that, and it picks most of it up, rips the bugs right off. And then I'll just do, maybe fold it and do like a quick thing over there. And then, well, you can barely see my rinse bucket, and I'm scraping it against the grit guard in here. And what that's gonna do, oh my God, that could have been bad. What that's gonna do is release the bugs and dirt normally when you're washing. So hopefully most of them came out. A lot of them did. This rag, or this wash pad does hold a lot of dirt, which is good because it rips it off from the car, but then it's holding it, so that's no good. So you have to be careful, that's all I'm saying. Definitely just, push, but don't really push that hard. Just do a pound of pressure or whatever, and then just flip it over a lot. And most of them are off. So that's really good, huh? That's good. That really wasn't bad. It's funny. I always get nervous when I drive with a lot of bugs on the car, but they were only sitting on, the key is to get them as early as you can. They were only sitting on the car for, I don't know, less than 8 hours, definitely 5 to 6 hours maybe. So we're done washing. I'm just gonna rinse this off and I'll show you my drying technique. Starting with the waffle weave, all we wanna do is drag it across the surface, touch it as least as we can. Nothing too special. Just trying to start from the top here. There's people all around, so I'm self-conscious as usual. Why do you talk so quiet? Well, because you're talking to yourself. That's what it looks like. this is not picking up the water as well as I would have thought. It usually is very good, but I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I didn't use enough detergent, or I don't know. And I'm just gonna, because there's still bugs on here probably, so I'm gonna put some real pressure in it. The key is to touch the surface as least as possible. And unfortunately, when you wash cars, you have to touch the surface. There's no way around it. So that's why a lot of people use blowers or master blasters or whatever they have. Super expensive, I think, but really good idea because you're not touching it. Don't touch it. If you touch it, you scratch it. Someone I know, really funny quick story, someone I know told me that their car wasn't that dirty, so instead of using, soap in a bucket or whatever method you want to use, they just used water, and that was it. They used a wash mitt, which I think was a halfway decent wash mitt, but that's all they used. And my first reaction was, holy crap, there's no lubrication. I mean, you want to put as much in between whatever you're touching the paint with as you can. So if you could put, an inch thick of foam, you should. Definitely should. That's why the foam gun is awesome, because it not only drags the dirt off, but it also creates a layer of lubrication. I definitely think it is. I don't think a lot of people talk about the lubrication aspect of it, but I think because you're still touching the paint when you're washing it. I mean, you're using the mitt or you're using whatever. It's just crazy. People just don't know. Sorry the angle's kind of funny here, guys. I'm trying to get different angles for you. And I'm trying to show you, but it's hard because my lens isn't wide enough. Some people go like that, and then they just drag it across. And there's bugs. There's seriously bugs that land on the car, which is also another reason. And here, I'm barely touching it. This rag's starting to get soaked. Another waffle weave here, a little bit smaller. Kind of easier to work with just because it's smaller. You can kind of just do your thing. It's funny, the passenger side always has more scratches on the inside of the door handle than the driver's. And normally it's the opposite because you always get in the driver door. You don't always have a passenger, but it's funny. Whether it's a girl or just someone who doesn't think about it, I think about it all the time. Alright, probably speed all this crap up or just turn it off. Almost forgot a vital thing to say. This is detail spray, so what you want to do is use some of this. Forgot to mention, use a little bit of that when you're drying. That way it creates another layer of lubrication, which I've been talking about this whole video. So hopefully you get the idea. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I wasn't super energetic. I had a long day, a lot of driving. I just wanted to take a opportunity to show you really my new wash procedure. It's a little bit different because I have access to a hose and I have the Gilmore phone cannon. So I'm going to be doing little reviews about different things I use, different products. I got the CarPro Pearl, which is also new to me. And just really my whole procedure is just slightly different because I have a whole different environment to work in. People are in different areas, garages are set up differently. So I'm trying to get used to my environment, as you can already tell. But this was just a regular maintenance wash. That's what I call it. That's what everyone else calls it. I did a week of driving. It was rainy some days. It wasn't the other. So Not tremendous dirt, but there was a lot of soot on the back of the car, as usual, you know, because I don't have catalytic converters. So that's really it. I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed this. I just wanted to show you a regular maintenance wash. Really all I do, just the regular procedure, and it looks great. I will be hopefully in less than a month, I will have a video out of a full paint decontamination and correction. I'm going to be doing compounding as well as polishing and then seal it up real nice. So I have, you know, some Manzurna products I'm going to be using, and I'm going to get some of those, you know, swirls out that you can see. When I first bought the car, I actually did go to car washes, and before I had the wheels too, you know, I just didn't really know or think about it, just like most people. So now I know, and now I think about it all the time, and that's it. So it's going on 9 p.m. It's still bright here, and actually I'll give you a little tour really quick. So I'm gonna make the garage tour video, like what I have so far, how the layout is. I'm just gonna cut this now, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. But look at my channel or subscribe if you want to know what's going on in my garage. There isn't anything crazy exciting. It's still a rental, so don't get excited if you're a new subscriber or whatever. It's just a regular rental garage with space. So I'm gonna organize it perfectly to my liking, and then you guys can comment if you think I need a certain cabinet or whatever. But it's not gonna be anything permanent. I'm not gonna do anything to the floors or anything. I'm gonna do lighting and electrical. Those are the big things right now. So I'm gonna get this thing in the garage, and I will get a video of my garage. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.